How Payactiv Earned Wage Access works. Are you working a part-time job in retirement to stay active? Or maybe you're just a few years away from clocking out for the last time, and you find yourself caught in that frustrating 2-week payroll trap? You work the hours, you put in the sweat, but your money sits in your employer's bank account while your bills come due right now. It makes you angry, it makes you worried, and it forces a lot of good people to make bad financial moves. Today, we're talking about a service that a lot of employers are offering called Payactiv Earned Wage Access. You might have seen it on your employee portal or heard your coworkers talking about it. But before you tap that app and take a single dime, you need to understand exactly how it works, the traps you must avoid, and whether it is a blessing or a dangerous financial crutch for your retirement years. Let's first address the fear that keeps so many of you up at night. The fear of the unexpected. When you are on a fixed income or transitioning into retirement, your financial runway is shorter. A sudden breakdown of the car, a dental emergency, or a skyrocketing utility bill can completely throw off your monthly budget. And what happens when that bill is due on the 10th of the month, but your paycheck doesn't hit until the 15th? In the old days, people felt backed into a corner. They turned to high-interest credit cards, or worse, those predatory, downright disgusting payday loans that trap you in a cycle of debt you can never escape. That is the problem. The mismatch between when you earn your money and when life demands you spend it. This is where Payactiv steps in. It is called Earned Wage Access, or EWA. Now, hear me clearly on this. Payactiv is not alone. I repeat, it is not alone. There is no credit check, there is no interest rate ticking up, and it will not impact your credit score. So, how does it actually work? Payactiv integrates directly with your employer's payroll system, whether that is ADP, Oracle, or another provider. Because it is connected to your time clock, the app knows exactly how many hours you worked yesterday. Let's say you worked an 8-hour shift on Monday and earned $150. That money is technically yours, but traditionally, you can't touch it for 2 weeks. Payactiv changes the timing. They allow you to access a portion of that money, usually up to 50% of what you have already earned, up to a certain limit like $500 per pay period right now before payday. When actual payday arrives, your employer runs payroll just like normal, but they apply a deduction. If you took out $100 early through Payactiv, your paycheck will show a deduction for $100, and that money goes back to reimburse Payactiv. It is automatic. You don't have to write a check, and you don't have to manage a repayment schedule. Now, you must ask yourself the most important question: what does this cost me? Because nothing in life is completely free, and you have to be a smart consumer of your own money. Payactiv offers a few different ways to get your cash. If you can wait 1 to 3 business days for a standard bank transfer, or if you sign up for their specific Payactiv Visa card and set up your direct deposit there, accessing your earned wages can be completely free. No fees. That is a beautiful thing. But if you need that money instantly onto your own personal debit card, or if you want to pick it up as cash at a place like Walmart, Payactiv will charge you a processing fee. It might be $2.49, or up to $3.49 per transaction. Now, a $3 fee might not sound like much to get your hands on $100 instantly. It is certainly cheaper than a $35 overdraft fee from a bank, and it is 1,000,000 times better than a payday loan. But you have to look at the math. If you are using this feature 3 or 4 times every single month just to get by, those small fees add up, and you are actively chipping away at your hard-earned income. And here is the psychological trap that I need you to protect yourself against. When you start accessing your paycheck early, you are borrowing from your future self. If you take out $400 this week to pay a bill, that means your actual paycheck next week is going to be $400 short. If you aren't careful, you can create a brand new cycle of living paycheck to paycheck inside the app. You look at the app, you see you have money available, and you spend it today, forgetting that tomorrow's bills still need to be paid. For those of you approaching retirement or working part-time to supplement your Social Security, cash flow management is everything. You cannot afford to live in a financial fog. So, here is your actionable takeaway. If your employer offers Payactiv, view it strictly as a safety net, not an extension of your daily checking account. First, sign up for the app before you have an emergency, so it is ready to go. but choose the fee-free options. If you ever have to use it, opt for the standard 1 to 3 day transfer to avoid the instant access fees, unless it is a dire emergency. Second, if you do have to pull money out early, you must immediately adjust your spending for the rest of the pay period. You have to tell your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. Remember, a smaller paycheck is coming on Friday because you took the money on Tuesday. Use this tool to protect yourself from credit card debt and predatory loans, but use it with discipline. Keep your head high, stay in control of your cash flow, and stand powerful in your financial life.